If you're trying to put a dash kit on your Tempo or your Onward, this under cowl brow piece, plastic piece, has these tabs here. You can see that they kind of hook down, and these stop the dash from going back. You can see that they hit it. So all these need to be trimmed off. So what I did is I took the dash and I leaned it up, and I took a marker and I just, made a mark across the top of all of them. I'm gonna go back and cut them, and then this will sit flush back here where it needs to be. So that is the problem with trying to fit one of these, universal dash kits that are designed for a president to fit on the Onward or the Tempo. So trim those pieces. I'll come back in a second and I'll trim a little more. Alright, so what it is, I just took a standard pair of, like wire snips or wire dikes, and wanted to show you what I did. I mean, this is super easy. I don't know if you could see the line I made on there. I just kind of, when I held the dash up there, I made a line with the marker. So I'm just going to put this on the line. And that's all it took, one hand. It's like super easy to cut. But you can see, here's one that's not cut. Or, I'm sorry, here's one that's not cut. And they got it like this space behind them, so it's not like it's connected, plastic, so it's super easy to cut. So what I did is I went and snipped them where I drew the line on all of them. So I'm going to fit the dash in there. I'll come right back and show you how the dash fits. Alright, so now you can see that the dash fits back behind where they used to hit here. So all I did is I trimmed them. Now they all sit back where it needs to be. And now the brow lip will fit on there. The only reason I made this video is because no one posted anything on YouTube. I did find a video on YouTube that, the guy was showing how this dash didn't fit onto his, I think he had an Onward. Mine happens to be a Tempo. Actually, it's a Precedent that I converted to a Tempo, but this is the dash that I had on my Precedent. I noticed it wouldn't fit back on there after I did the whole front body conversion there. So I just wanted to post that up and just show how easy that is to do. You can literally just snip the plastic off with any kind of snips. Or imagine if you had a little grinding tool or even a Dremel, if you didn't have any snips, it would work fine. But just to make this legit, I'll come back with the brow connected to show that it works. Alright, so now you can see the brow is on. Everything looks totally normal. Dash is in there. Fit and finish is good. You will note that it does seem like there's a little more pressure on the dash. But I mean, everything lines up and it's fine. It almost seems like maybe the bottom of the dash is flexing out a little bit. It's like, that under cowl piece from the Tempo and the Onward are just a little different than the Precedent. But like I said, if you cut those tabs, you could get it in there and it looks normal. I do remember on my Precedent, down here at these bottom sections, it was really loose. Like, it seems a lot more sturdy now, like when I try and grab it. Before, I felt like it would move down here on both sides at the bottom of the doors. Now it seems really solid. Like, I mean, obviously my doors will move, but the bottom seems like it's much more solid. I actually like the fit better on this Tempo than on when my Precedent was set up. So here's what I think is happening. You can see this kind of flexes out just a little bit here. I mean, you'll never notice it on both sides a little bit, as opposed to kind of tuck in. I think it's just the design of that body cowl behind it makes it do that. But I mean, it fits in there and it looks really good. So just wanted to post that video up so you guys can see this if you weren't sure why it wasn't fitting right. Adios.